welcome aboard Thunderchild, our home and our sailboat. I'm Sailor Barry, and this is my partner Haley. We're on a quest to get our boat offshore ready, and we're sailing around in local waters, getting to know our boat inside and out. So join us as we cruise around in the Pacific Northwest and get our boat ready for the big push. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there. What you up to, Ed?
Antifouling chicken tendy.
Yeah, Nathan's away, right? So he's not back for another 5 days?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're, the proverbial we, are helping Nathan out. But I've put too much work into this boat. I'm done with it. Not my boat anymore.
I wasn't about to offer it to help.
So she's always needed bottom paint. But Ed's patched a couple little holes. And
I think it's fair trade for good moorage. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ed's wrapped it up to Nathan. So she's finally getting a coat of antifoul, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, because Nathan had a huge kelp forest growing on the bottom of this boat, and you can tell just by all the barnacle scabs.
Boy, oh boy. If the boat get any bigger, it's going to be a turkey tender.
instantly looks eat it.
It's about time. Oh, it looks so proper. So if you remember, maybe 2 weeks ago, we got a crazy donation from a patron, and while they were at it, they decided they would drive across the country and hang out with us. So
Just us. They're visiting family.
yeah, no, it's all about us. And he just got into Gabriola, so he should be here in a couple minutes. So
Should keep cleaning so we're not embarrassed.
yeah, we just cleaned up the shop. As you saw in my previous clips, it was disgusting, and now it's not so disgusting. Well, since John is in town now, we decided we were going to go explore the beaches at Drumbeg Park. Drumbeg Provincial Park is one of the many places in BC that they protect Garry oak, as well as they are working to restore underdeveloped Douglas fir trees here. There are many native species here, including snakes, as you can see, as well as bald eagles, blue herons, and different types of seal, and the waters just in front of it, which includes Gabriola Pass, is one of the most diverse stretches of ocean in the area. This felt like a great way to show John the unique landscapes that we have here on Gabriola, which must be a stark contrast to everything he's used to over in Niagara Falls. While John was around, he was very generous and made sure to provide food for all of us the entire time he was there. What a delight. So we just went and got water at one dock, and they were out of fuel. So then we came to another dock, and the power's out. It's been windy, real windy. So a tree fell down and took out all of the power in only this area of Gabriola. So now we've got like an hour to wait. So we're just chilling at the docks, waiting to be able to top up all the fuel.
The big sprayers fill up the log. But
Not often we get to be at the docks. And then Joel's taken off. And he's letting us take his spot at the docks for the next 8 days, so living large. John was so generous that he insisted on paying for the fuel for Thunderchild, as well as all of the fuel for our tender, which was not cheap. So once again, thank you This provided many, many, many months of adventure without having to fork over any additional costs for fuel. The Sunday market was also open, so we walked over and enjoyed all of the delicious and wonderful things they had on display. So we just set up, we're just setting up to go to a beach, but I finally set the table up on the boat. That's the hatch that goes on the aft lads, but it also works as a table in the cockpit. Haley, look at our table. We can have dinner. It looks so good. Oh yeah. I'll have a cooler down.
We got a load of thick and maybe that's here.
You put that in the middle?
Can you sit on this side, Barry?
Yeah, I do, yes. There we go, and then I'll hand last piece of gear. Cool. We decided to head straight for Saturnina Island, one of our favorite spots, and I was immediately reminded how lucky we are to have such an amazing place as our backyard.
Wow, she's such a
Oh, you going for it?
no, she just knows Dad's gonna catch her.
Going on an adventure boat? That's pretty cool. I just found this is sick as hell. What the heck? Okay, hold on, I gotta show you guys. It's like a sheltered little smoke pit, you know? I love this. It's actually blistering hot out. It's nice in here. Oh, I gotta show everyone else. It's so good. It's actually so cool. There's like benches and everything in it. Yeah. Welcome. Ah, it's so hot out there. Burning my feet. Oh, cool.
Oh, it's so hot! I'm so sharp.
Oh, thanks for that.
I feel like Ace Ventura yelling at my legs.
Why careful, it is very hot, the sand out there, the rocks.
Dude, this is our.
Cool.
It's our. It's a.
Oh, what does it say? Private island. It's our own private island. It says it right on the roof. There's a boat over there now.
Oh, that water over there looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe the logs.
Welcome to the first meeting of Sailboat.
Thank God you didn't say something else.
We'll establish a work camp for the men over there,
And a latrine for me.
and the women can stay on this side of the island, which is subsequently
You get
where
the grassy
I will
part.
stay.
Well,
Tall grass.
Yeah,
we can start making shoes from bark.
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh,
perfect
you already
size shoe.
did.
Yeah, it's a perfect shoe, really.
Pay feet for free.
Yeah, for free.
One time there was this place called Shakespeare Beach.
Look, it's basically a
Huge
sandal.
camping area.
As another mark of John's generosity, all of this is being filmed on a new GoPro that he gave us as well. The generosity never ends. dinner is up. We're using the new table. It's amazing. I'm super stoked. We are chilling right now. We're watching Finding Simon's new episode, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And thank you, Haley, for cooking all the grub.
No, thanks,
Very
John,
good.
for getting the food.
Yeah,
It
thank you,
was
John, for
literally
purchasing.
So easy.
And Ed is going right now to pick up Nathan. We haven't seen Nathan for what, a month?
It's like he's
It
dead.
feels like is Nathan alive? We're gonna find out
Where's
soon.
Nathan?
So Nathan and Appa are on their way back to the Sunshine Coast. It's not the Sunshine Coast, to the Gulf Islands. And yeah, what a lovely evening.
Husband does.
So he had no idea that this was
Appa! Oh, you're so gross.
very slobber. Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been way too long.
I know. Way too fucking long. Oh, you almost got him, Papa. We put him at the line. Oh, hello.
There's cold beers.
Got some cold
You
beers
got
here,
beers?
too.
Woo!
Never come unprepared. Yeah.
Sending Nathan aloft to go fix up the topping lift block. But we're just gonna get eyes on
attached to them, eh? It's like my best friend.
the block he's heading up on to make sure it's a viable block. There you go. Yeah, it's a cheek block, right?
Yeah. It doesn't look cracked.
One of our main motivations for fixing this, aside from it being broken, is that it means that we can go sailing and let John finally experience the joy of sailing around in the Pacific Northwest. Many thanks to Nathan for going aloft. Now that the rig is 100%, we are casting off and getting ready to go for a couple hours of sailing to show John what it's all about. Today was actually a perfect day to go sailing. We were able to get all the sails up, and we managed to sail around in circles for hours without using the motor. It was exactly what we all needed. And just like that, John's visit to Gabriola is over, and we are sad to see him go and very happy that he made the trip out to visit us. What a delightful experience. So, because our friend Joel gave us his slip at the marina while he's away, I'm gonna try and get the hatch wrapped up because it's way easier to get that shit on the boat, right? Get the fuck out of here, bugs. Way easier to get that shit on the boat from the dock than from a tender. So we're gonna do that, and today Haley is going to do teak oil on the teak because we gotta get boat show ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excess oil wipe up? You got it.
So just get me some.
How you liking it?
It looks beautiful. It does say to apply it with an oil, like a rag, like a kind of a proprietary rag for this.
Oh, that's
but
okay. We're just trying to saturate this stuff.
It
It's
looks
gonna get
better, so-
actually, yeah, it's gonna get thirsty.
Yeah. So I'm
looks
trying
beautiful.
basically same thickness as sea tall. I don't want to put on too much.
Yeah.
It seems like it wants a really light coat, and then it wants you to wipe off the excess. So
Awesome.
if you could grab me that cloth, and I could wipe it off in sections, so I don't have to step on the stuff that I've already coated, that'd be so.
Cool. You got it.
That's probably a good amount. It looks like it's gonna soak in. So.
Yeah, it's definitely soaking in. We'll definitely waterproof some more.
Well, yeah, we can do
As much as this did make the boat look a lot nicer, it definitely made the planks more water repellent. So when rain came, it rained inside on my bed. But lessons were learned, and it definitely highlighted the need for us to address all of the caulking and seam compound on the foredeck. The real culprit, though, was all the hot weather that dried the planks out. So, since we're at the docks and we're working on all the stuff, we brought the hatch on shore, Haley's sanding it, and I'm gonna disassemble that and start getting it watertight and all finalized, so.
getting shit done.
Woo! Let's get her done. As much as we say that all of this work is for the wooden boat shows coming up, really, in the end, these are things that need to be done. This hatch was not waterproof until we finished working on it. Oh, it's hot out. So, Haley is still right there, sanding away. Hatch is looking really good, and all the problem areas are becoming very apparent. So I can patch them up with epoxy and stop any drips. And in the meantime, I have S1, the inner piece of plywood here, this piece, so that it is stable, because it was a little degraded, but it was the perfect shape, so I didn't want to make a new one. And I epoxied all the seams here and filled it all in, and I just have a bunch of weighted things sitting on it. And from there, I can do a little bit more fairing and filling and get it all sealed up, watertight and rigid, fastened together, epoxy together, the way we want it. And I'll sand off all the epoxy drips. I was a little sloppy, so it's getting there. But one of the things I did, yeah, as you can see, it's square on the bottom, and then it goes to round over. So I got all of them set like that because I only had one done before. So now they're all square at the bottom and they go to round all the way up. But on the inside revealed edge, I went square, round, square. And that's gonna be what we see from the inside of the hatch. I like this look, it's fancy, it's cool. And I guess next steps for all of this, these pieces all need S1 on all the exposed end grain, and I'll probably do these inside edges and those inside edges with S1 as well, because all the revealed parts are going to get soup or Cetal or both. And then I reassemble with Sikaflex. Done, we're getting it done. We've got 2 boat shows coming up, we have to crush it out. And we're at the docks right now, so it's never going to be easier than right now.
My hands feel weird.
Yeah, that's what sanders do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
It is
Like
going to take.
halfway done.
And then there's a lot of
the
fiddly
inside,
stuff.
And then this stuff needs special care.
Yeah, that's all teak trim up there, so that needs some loving.
Cool.
Cool, just had some lunch. Back at it again.
It's fucking tool time.
Okay, so I didn't film any of this. So I'm sweaty.
Woo!
And I didn't film anything because I don't want you guys to know all my secrets. No, it's just table saw joinery. I finished up the hatch. Sikaflexed everything, she's watertight. 120 sand, it's as good as I'm gonna ask for. And got it all put together, and now we're gonna shoop it.
Sorry, what was that?
We're gonna shoop it. We're gonna put soup
Wait,
on
what?
it.
Sorry, what did you?
We're gonna put boat shoop on it.
Wow, delicious.
Yeah,
Smells like pine tar.
yeah.
Smells like that mezcal Simon gave us yesterday.
Smells like Teen Spirit, really.
Wow.
Oh.
Kind of just looks like Cetal to me.
Well, it's 50% Cetal.
So people hate Cetal, but they like boat soup.
Well, boat soup can have any number of sealants in it.
Right.
As long as it has varnish in it, which technically, I guess, according to some, Cetal is not a varnish.
Wow.
But fuck those people. Because Seattle,
You want to have sex with those people? That seems
it
unreasonable.
seems really drastic.
It seems like an extreme measure for something that's not really a big deal. But you know what? Work. Do you think Salt and Tar are using Seattle? Because I feel like their boat soup is a lot darker.
They're probably using, well, also boat soup darkens over age.
Oh, okay. But it just seemed like when they, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll have
Also,
to take
they're
a
like
closer
3
look.
coats, 4 coats,
Oh,
5,
right.
6, 7, 8 coats deep.
Wow, it looks so beautiful.
Wow.
I love Seattle, honestly. Like,
Also linseed oil.
that John gave us.
Yeah, raw, so it'll kick off.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
I
Technicolor.
can't believe I made that.
It's so yachty. It should go on the inside, really.
Damn it, you're so right.
Watch out, summertime, we're coming for your gig.
Yeah.
You should probably have taped that, I guess, but whatever.
Well, I'd rather more sealant around the trim. Yeah, it's so hot out today. I've done all this Sikaflex today. And it kicked off today, and I've sanded it all today.
Also, how does everyone feel about not making plugs for that? And then boat souping, I'm just going to zoom in because that's kind of controversial, is that you're going to get called out.
Yeah, and now I'm going to drill those out larger. So,
Okay.
also, really big thank you to our dear friends, Tom and Josie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they gave us this porthole.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's from Tom and Juicy. They gave this to us in the winter time, and we had been saving it, but not saving it too preciously so that we don't actually use it. But yeah, this was the perfect little guy for it.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
And it has a nice little screen too, so that's going to be nice.
And as much as this is mostly new wood, at least this teak trim is original to when the boat was built.
There's a tiny little corner on the starboard. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, babe. What would I do
Hier
without you?
mischt Spad.
And just like that, with the magic television, we're done.
Cool. You wanna look at it?
So as you can see, Thunderchild is beside summertime and the summertime engineer, Johnny Bravo. And he is aboard Dagon right now. Just got a text from Nathan. And I'm gonna head out and check out how things are going with the engine install. Nathan and I are both very grateful for Johnny taking his time away from work to be able to work on Dagon and actually help us make massive strides toward getting this boat propelling itself with an inboard motor for the first time in over 60 years. We're very lucky to have met Johnny and become his friend. Once again, thank you so much for all of your time, energy, and thinking process in all of this. It's been far more than what we show here in the video. That's a fucking starter.
That's painted and it doesn't have the ground contact to it. It won't.
Yeah,
So-
very thoroughly painted.
Yes, I noticed that.
So it works.
Yeah.
It's the It's not getting the ground. So what you do is you add another ground to it
Oh,
from this bolt. Clean this when we are putting this bolt in.
and lead that to the same spot you're grounding the battery to.
And we need a big ass grounding wire,
Oh,
like this one.
oh yeah, this will do. But
Pulls from nowhere.
And I'm gonna
so
go
get that from that body to the
side.
engine body. So
Yeah.
it will work.
That makes perfect sense. Johnny, you're a genius.
You're a legend. They don't call you Johnny Bravo for nothing. You know your last name in French means good job?
Bravo, yeah.
Good
I'm
job,
sure
Johnny.
You got it.
Thank you. Put everything back on. Maybe you wanna do a test fire up.
Yeah?
I'd like to, yeah. Fuck, dude, that would be so sick. You have no fucking idea. You need this engine turn over.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got rid of a lot of extra air right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spewing.
Oh, damn, that's scary. It might be easier to crank for a bit, but get up to speed more too. That one up. No bueno. It's actually a huge moment for me to be able to see this fire over in the boat. Because the last time I saw this fire up was literally, I can check and put the, it was this video, when I filmed this video, it was the last time I heard a fire up. So that is probably about 2 years ago, and I've never seen the motor fire up inside the boat. We still have a couple kinks to work out. We got to get the raw water pumping through because she was heating up pretty quick.
Okay, you got cooling water. There was
Obviously water everywhere else.
no. You earlier hooked it on the other way around.
Yep.
So now we got seawater
Now we have
coming.
seawater flowing, but that bolt at the end isn't tight.
Yeah.
Hard enough.
No. You think this is going to be the last try?
Yep.
We can all
We
hope.
have all these minor leaks and probably just have to get more clips.
Yeah.
And tighten them up.
Yeah, you'll probably have a couple little drips, Nathan, but
Okay. I can handle that.
yep. Nathan's just cleaning up some of the hoses at the back so nothing chafes. And then we're going to flash her up and check the stern for water because now we got flow. Yeah, dog.
Alright.
Fire up your motor, Aunt Nathan.
Yeah, we got water.
Nathan, dude.
That's about as much as you would want it to be.
Absolutely.
something? Woo! Ow! Nathan, take a look.
Get a bigger, longer hose sneaking out here.
Yeah.
So you got to readjust the clamp, get a longer piece.
And then clamp it up there?
Yeah, it's coming out from this rubbing it out.
Okay. It's not straight, so it's scratching the chain.
Yeah, it's wobbling as well. It's like moving.
Yeah, it's not solid enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some more bracing. Belts?
Yeah.
Belt drive?
Yeah.
Instead of chain?
Instead of chain, you change this out. This is dangerous, man. If it snaps, it's gonna
Fly. Yeah.
Okay, so some more engineering to sort out on Dagon. That was lovely. It was a bit of a stressor for Nathan, I believe, but yeah, as you saw when we shifted into gear, the chain drive setup that we daydreamed really was not cutting it. It was moving a lot, vibrating a lot, and clipping on a lot of things. So there's still a lot of work to do on that assembly there. He's got a couple little nuts and bolts to do, according to Johnny, for the alternator setup to be grounded properly. But all in all, stop a couple leaks, adjust a couple vents and so on. Other than that, sort out that drive system. The motor runs and it shifts, it starts and it stops. What more could you want? Woo. Whew. It's been years in the making, so very proud of Nathan.
So we got the engine running on Dagon finally, and I sent Johnny here, who helped all of that process out to get some gear lube. But we came back with celebrations for Dagon's startup. There's still a few things that we got to figure out, but the engine has started, it runs, and we'll get it moving pretty soon.
So we have done approximately 15 hours of sanding on this hatch. Haley got it most of the way, then Nathan, Haley, and I tackled the final bit, got all the paint off. Last night I S1'd all the seams that I opened up, and now I'm gonna coat it in blackened tar, epoxy combo mix, thickened black tar epoxy, something like that, and I'm gonna put it all in the seams, so I've got it all taped off nicely, so cleanup will be a lot easier. But now to mix up some epoxy and start putting it in. So here's the thickened tar epoxy. I put in a very minimal amount of pine tar, but I thickened it quite thoroughly. This is 3 pumps of epoxy, but I gotta get to it because it's starting to heat up in the pot. All right, got it all done. It paid off to take the time to tape everything because I was able to just smooth out the seam and then pick up the tape and managed to squeeze onto the much easier to sand sections, some pretty crude stuff. So I'll give you guys a look. Yeah, here it is. So now the seams look delightful. Everything matches. It like makes the woodwork pop a bit more. And then in these spots, just squeegeed some in, reefed that area out a bit and made it so I could squeegee it in. Remember me. Yeah, and it's almost entirely kicked already in the time it took me to do that. So probably another 50 minutes or something and she'll be 100% kicked because it is hot out. And then I can get final sand and soup and put it back on the boat. As I said, it took like 15 hours for all of us to sand it, mostly Haley. And I'm now souping and it looks phenomenal. And it's so satisfying. Goes in good. Super dry for the last week or two, so it's
Very hot.
it's absorbing really well. Like,
Oh, dude, you didn't tape the inside. You're gonna be careful.
yeah, it's just
I can just tape
it'll
it.
wash off. The soup will, because it's all oil, or the tape won't last.
Cool.
Woo!
Wow, it is very hot.
Isn't
Very
it?
hot. I can't believe you're standing in the sun right now.
I can't believe I'm doing it either.
Sheer will and determination. Desire to see things through,
And I think
guess.
as last time, he's probably going to tap out and we'll just show you end results.
Yeah.
Get in the shade, babe.
Woo.
Oh, I'm sweating. Here it is, all done. Oh, it looks so charming. So in today's mission, I didn't film any of it because it was really gross and tedious and boring, but I sanded down the hatch again because I wasn't satisfied with the finish. It ate through sanding pads. Let me see if you can see this. It would just gum it up so bad because of the boat soup on it. So it was really hard to get it down to a fine finish again. There was a lot of sanding marks in it, and I wasn't okay with that. I wanted it to be finer. And because it was so rough, boat soup would just darken and darken and darken because it would settle in the roughness. And I didn't want it to be really, 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 really dark. It looked like darkened red cedar, but it's Douglas fir and mahogany. So I wanted that to show, so I resanded it. I'll give you guys a look. I made up a new batch of boat soup because I ran out, and it's very linseed oil heavy and fairly cetal heavy, as you can kind of tell by the vaguely orange tone, but it unifies everything on the boat. And yeah, you can see the roughness here pretty clearly. That's kind of the finish it was before. I didn't sand any of this because I don't really care too much about that section. It was this top part that I really wanted to have pop again. So yeah, as you can see, well worth the effort. I went down to 220 and it paid off. And we did such a light sanding on these that we actually thought they were teak. But the further I went down, the quicker I realized it was mahogany. So that also looks quite beautiful. There's quite a lot of chatoyancy, if you will. One of my favorite new words. And there's even a little bit of chatoyancy here in the Doug fir. Quite nice. I find soup really makes that pop, but I couldn't be happier with the results of this. And I'm gonna let it sit here for a couple more days, kick off, and then we'll put it on the boat